Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today in this video I am going to discuss one of my projects that was about creating and using an action plan in Salesforce. In this video I will walk through the overview of the action plan in Salesforce, the steps and strategy we followed to create an action plan based on the action plan template. Before getting started with the project demo, let me share with you the client's requirements. The client had the following requirements. Number 1. Add new custom field to task object tax projection number. Number 2. When the action plan gets saved, Trigger Apex will set task 1 as tax projection and task 2 as client sign-off and branch selection, and the due date gets changed. Number 3. Preventing saving data if the tax projection number field is empty. Number 4. For task 2, create these action plan templates: branch Roth conversion, branch gain realization, branch charitable giving, and add a new pick list custom field on task object named as branch selection and give these values: gain realization, Roth conversion, charitable giving, no action. Number 5. On save of task 2, there must be setting which will prevent to save record if comment field and branch selection field is empty. After saving the record, the notification will be sent to primary advisor and tax manager, including the branch selection in notifications, subject and body. And based on branch selection, custom field and corresponding action plan template and task 1 will be created. Let's first begin with the overview of the action plan in Salesforce. Action plan allows you to capture repeatable tasks and then automate the task sequences, improving collaboration and productivity. Using action plans, a team can automatically assign task owners and deadlines for specific client engagements. In an action plan template, you capture the repeatable tasks involved in a specific type of engagement, for example, financial plan review meetings with clients. For such engagements, wealth managers need to set up a meeting in advance, collect financial documentation, and review the documentation. You set up the action plan template once and update it as your understanding of the repeatable task refines over time. You set up the action plan template once and update it as your understanding of the repeatable task refines over time. Now let me tell you about the approach we followed. Number 1. Created custom setting for task assignment and for setting due date in task. Number 2. Used validation rule to make fields required. Number 3. Used Apex trigger to perform functionality as per the requirement. Number 4. Use Apex classes to send notification to action plan owner and task owner. Let me now share with you the solution that we provided. Number 1. We created a custom setting for task named as tax project, where all the task names as well as their owner has been filled in name and user field, and we have used this custom setting whenever there will be need to send email notification to its owner. Number 2, we created custom setting for blackout dates, where the duration of date has been defined in start date and end date field. We are using this custom setting for due date values. Number 3, we also created custom setting for task due days named as task due date days, and this custom setting is used to change due date values according to the task. In first task, there will be addition of 10 days from start date. In second task, there will be addition of 20 days from start date. In third task, there will be addition of 7 days from the start date, and in fourth and fifth task, there will be addition of 2 days from the start date. Number 4, we created validation rule on task object for both tasks. The name of the first validation rule is tax projection number. The working of this validation rule is to prevent record getting saved without filling tax projection number filled, and the name of the second validation rule is client sign off and branch selection, and this will help to prevent record getting saved without filling branch selection and comment field. Number 5, when action plan gets saved, there is a field called comment. We made that field as required through validation rule, and the comment field's value gets passed in task 1, and the record of task 1 and task 2 get only update if we change the status as complete and fill the required fields, and this all is happening through Apex trigger. Let us now move to the demo of action plan creation. So, in the first step, we have to create an account. Then we will choose the record type as household. Once you set that, a new dialog box will open on your screen where you are required to fill in the mandatory account information. I will give it the name of account creation. After that, I will fill in the relationship start information by adding the date, agreement date, and other necessary dates for the account. Next, I will go to the service team and fill in the information for CSA and AFA. I will even mention the name of the state planner, tax preparer, tax advisor, tax manager, tax director, and portfolio manager. Once I have filled in this information, I will click on the Save button. My account is created. For the next step, I will create a new action plan. I will begin by filling in the name. Below the name section, you can see there is an action plan template. On clicking that, you will be provided with a list of different templates. So, whichever template you choose, according to that, the task will be created. Here I am choosing tax projected update. Next, below that, you can see a comment dialog box. Whatever the value you will write in the comment box, it will get copied to the task. For instance, I am writing welcome. After that, I will fill in the start date, which will automatically update the task due date. Now I will click on the next button. Ensure that your task due date does not fall under any holiday, blackout period or weekends. As you can see here, 2 tasks have been created. Now I will click on the Save button. So the first task created is task projection and the second one is client sign off and branch selection. Here you can see that the status of the first task is not started and the status of the second task is waiting. Once the status of the first task changes, the status of the second task will also change. Now, if I click the first task, as you can see, the value 1 added in the comment box while creating the first task has been copied here as welcome. Also in this task, you must make sure that you are writing the tax projection number. Whatever you are writing in that will get copied in the second task. Now I will change its status as completed and will save it. Now the status of the second will change to ready. As you can see, the status of the second task has changed. Also, as you can notice, the tax projection number is copied from the first task to the second one. In this task, 2 fields are required to be filled. One is branch selection and the other is comment. Whatever the value you write in the comment of the second task, it will get copied in the third task, and according to the branch we select in this task, a new action plan gets created. For example, here I am choosing Roth conversion and selecting the status as completed. Once you save this record, a notification will be sent to its owner and the tax manager. As you can see here, a new action plan gets created and the comment field gets copied in this action plan along with its task. Here also the tax projection number is mandatory. You can then change the status and save it. Again, the owner and the tax manager of this task will be notified. Do you need any assistance or guidance with Salesforce development, CRM implementation, data migration and Salesforce integration? Contact Cloud Analogy, one of the best Salesforce app development company that would assist you to realize the true potential of your business and will help you with Salesforce data migrations, third-party integrations, and more.